Dear Headmaster, dear CESI VET spokesperson, dear Stefan Novacin, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to deliver a short video message on today's Excellence Network Vocational Education Sustainable Development VESD conference. As CESI, the European Confederation of Independent Trade Unions, we represent unions of teachers and VET teachers, in particular, across Europe. Further developing VET systems to the benefit of teachers and students alike is a matter very, very close to our heart. And I remember in November 2019, on the occasion of the foundation of the EU VET network, Dune BBEU, I wrote in a written address, unemployment is mostly at its lowest where VET functions well. And VET functions well where structures and frames are established which allow the best transition from education to employment. And this always requires a high degree of recognition, a high degree of standing of VET. Since then, since 2019, so much has happened. We saw the COVID-19 pandemic, a war in Europe, an inflation of almost 10%, an unprecedented energy crisis, supply chains disruptions, on top of this, a most worrisome climate crisis. And all this against the backdrop of needed and indeed unavoidable green and digital transitions. As if somebody had clicked on a geopolitical, economic, social, and labor market reset button, and the challenges we're facing are unequaled. In a 2022 elaborated CESI discussion paper, we established, among others, that workers and their representatives should be engaged and involved in socially balanced green digital transition processes to ensure that as many workers as possible are helped to adapt to the new realities, and that digital and green skills are imparted to performing education, training, and lifelong learning institutions. During the work of this very special working group, one main concern always transcended that restructuring labor markets and employment relations should be as inclusive, should be as protective as possible, and yet also that the competitiveness of the economy at large should be maintained. To reach these goals, excellent, developed, and structured VET centers and networks are crucial. They are crucial for the transition from education to work. They are decisive for an education and training that reflects the needs of the economy, and they are indispensable to acquire skills which allow us to face the fifth industrial revolution and the greening of all aspects of our work and of our lives. The challenges for Europe can only be mastered with high-level and future-proof education and training. And for this, excellent and sustainable vocational education is key. This is what today's conference is all about. It is about Europe, it's about its education level, and it's about its competitiveness. Future-proof skills and qualifications mean employment. They mean sustainable employment. And a high level of employment remains, as we all know, decisive for the well-being of our societies. And it will always be a precondition for social Europe. Dear Stefan, I'm amazed. I can only congratulate you and your Global Excellence Network, VESD, for the passion, for the enthusiasm, for the perseverance you have shown all over these years. Combining vocational excellence with sustainable education and the greening of regional centers of vocational excellence towards a 360-degree sustainability has indeed been a game changer. From a vision you had to a recognized concept, I have to mention, including a nomination for the UNESCO Japan Prize, which will have impacts at local, regional, national, and international level. Stefan, I can assure you of our, to stay with the term, sustainable support. I wish you a successful conference. Thank you very much.